Okay, welcome back, and I think we're almost done. What I'm going to do now is go through the checklist that's on page 24 in the manual, and this checklist is actually pretty good. There's a couple things we still need to do that we've not done on the checklist. I'm not going to read the checklist entirely. I've already checked the CG and stuff like that. We also already verified the direction of the control, the throws of the ailerons, elevator, and rudder when we did the amount of deflection each of those had with the deflection meter. And so we got the 100% high rates, mid rates, and low rates all set, and the directions are correct. So I haven't done any thread lock yet. I'm going to do that after the maiden flight, but I did go through every screw in there and made sure it was doubly tight, and especially checked the prop, nut, and the spinner. They're all good and tight. You also verify that the tubing is not kinked at all, and you have to make sure that there's no kink where the fuel filter is on the fuel tubing. So the other thing I did was I take one of these. It's an AMA identification. You can get it at the AMA website. You may have to cut and paste it, the image, and blow it up a little like I have, to put your name and AMA number and address and phone number on it in case you lose your airplane. Somebody finds it, you get it back. Never had that happen. Haven't lost too many airplanes. I don't think I've ever lost an airplane. If I've only had a couple go down, but I knew right where they were and went and got them. Fortunately, I've never had one in a tree. That's always good to know. I did have one fall out of the sky one time. Bad covering was what that was. Okay, so I still have a range check to do, and I'll do that this afternoon at the field. Need somebody there to do that, and so somebody standing at the airplane while you're 100 feet away. And I'm charging the battery right now. That's the wire up there. You can see I'm using a charger. It's the Thunder Power 610 AC/DC charger, and there'll be details of that in the field equipment guide that will be in a future video. So right now it's charging at a low rate. It is a new battery. It's been charged once. This is the second time it's being charged, and I charge it at a pretty low rate, 0.3 for a 2000 milliamp battery. 0.3 amps for a 2000 milliamp battery. It's a slow charge. Always, I'm never in a hurry to charge a battery, and that's a pretty reasonable charge. You can charge it a little faster if you're in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry. It'll be done by this afternoon. Hopefully I'll be flying this afternoon. We'll see. So the range check, the battery is charged. As this checklist says, if you want to get a picture, take a photograph before you do the maiden flight, because I have seen people, not myself, but I have seen people lose them on the maiden flight. The only thing else on the maiden flight, as I said before, will be that the two halves of the elevator are not perfectly aligned, and I'll be watching for that very carefully on takeoff. Secure the fin bolt. I've done that. I've checked the nose wheel again with the rudder center. The nose wheel looks very good. Something I always check. Actually, I check that before I taxi out every flight, just to make sure as you first taxi out that the nose wheel is straight. And so I think that's about it. CG's done. I think everything else is done. And I'm going to try to film the maiden flight and hope to see you. Hope you get to see that video. Thank you. And one more thing, I write myself notes in the manual so I don't forget things, and I just noted that I did forget one thing. Remember when we put the tubes, the pushrod guide tubes in for the throttle and the nose wheel steering? They needed to be epoxied down. Haven't done that yet. That's why I have my note. I've got my 5-minute epoxy, my sticks and my cups and all, and I'll do that right now. 5-minute epoxy will be ready. I don't plan to go flying till about 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon, and so that epoxy will be well dried by then. You've seen me epoxy before, so I won't show you on this time, but that's one of the last minute things you got to check. Thank you.